to another round of Zelda Parallel Worlds version 1.2. We'll get started. I think, yeah, okay, there we go. I was doing some testing. Those. And I thought I erased it, but I think the game crashed and then didn't save it. But anyway, so last time, I was also testing the cheats on. So let me turn off those cheats and there we go. Okay, so there was a pallet bug with the shield in the shop, and I did some more looking into it, and it turns out that that's actually kind of a hard-coded problem. The shield wasn't really designed to be in the shop like that, or at least not with the way the pallets are set up on here. Basically, the shield on the floor, on the ground, when you walk into the shop, uses the same pallet as the shield you're carrying. So if you walk into the shop carrying a level 1 shield, it uses the level 1 shield pallet to display it. There's not really anything I can do about that. So if you already have the Hylian shield and you walk into the shop, then you don't have to pallet. But otherwise, it's just not going to fix that. This one without potentially breaking a bunch of other stuff. So since I gotta go this way anyway, you walk in holding the shield, and the shield has the right pallet. So even though it's kind of out of the way at the moment, I am going to go ahead and go to the potion shop and pick up a new bag of magic powder, because I actually managed to fix the bug later in the game that so there was a bug later in the game where if you had the magic powder in your inventory, it would not allow you to get the second mushroom. Which makes sense in the original game. There's no reason for you to get a mushroom when you already had the magic powder. But in this game, the mushroom and magic powder actually have secondary uses in terms of the fairy ponds. Oh, I know where I need it. Fairies and fairies are in your house. So anyway, there was basically a hard-coded check in the game that basically said if you have the magic powder, you can't get the mushroom. So the second mushroom is in a treasure chest, and when you open the treasure chest, it would give you the mushroom, and then you would open your inventory and find that you still had the magic powder instead. So I just removed that hard-coded check, and that all worked. The end result of that is that there is no reason not to go ahead and pick up the magic powder again after tossing the magic powder into the pond to get the bombos done. Bombos, yeah, Quake. Or to get the Quake medallion. Despite what previous walkthrough guides might tell you, now in version 1.2, best advice in terms of the mushroom and the magic powder and the medallions would be to get the magic powder as soon as possible, go ahead and throw the magic powder into the fairy's pond as soon as you get to the dark world, or the icy world, and then just head right back to the witch's hut, or the potion shop, and because there is no longer a bug stopping you from being able to get everything now. So with that out of the way, I'm just going to go ahead and warp back to the Triforce Shrine. Because... see anything streaming. Black screen. Check it in Chrome. Well, if I have to re-record this segment, I will. I'll just make it a short one. So we're gonna go and we're gonna tackle Impa's ways. Okay. All the extra browsers. So I am actually using I actually wrote down a guide of how to get through here. So I'm going to be using that pretty heavily, because otherwise you'd just end up wandering around aimlessly. It's very easy to get lost in this dungeon. The worst part is there are a lot of rooms that are actually identical. So you think you know where you are, and then you go step in a warp and end up somewhere totally different than you expected. Just go this way. right here is the mysterious tablet in this dungeon. So that particular warp is tricky, so I actually want to avoid it. It's tricky to go around them. Okay, there we go. So you gotta just barely walk underneath it to avoid falling off. It's easier to avoid it on the bottom than on the top. If you try and go over the top, you probably will still trigger it. There's the big chest keys. So this should take me back to the entrance. Yep, here we go. So that room right there with the tile on the wall is kind of considered the quote-unquote actual dungeon entrance. So you'll see me kind of ending up back there several times here. Now this spot's kind of tricky. You want to hook shot and catch the edge of the skull. If you try and go straight onto it, you will you'll have problems because you'll just end up falling off. So this dungeon, thankfully there are no enemies to fight, because you had to fight enemies on top of this whole like warping maze. It would be incredibly aggravating. Okay, so we got this right. This should be, there we go. Nice run. And I have the map for this. The image already mapped out. I had all of the warps documented as well, and then I lost that file in a hard drive crash. So unfortunately, I'll have to rebuild that for the sake of my mapping site. And I know, I say in the sidebar, I say that I've got the maps up, and I know I don't have a lot of those actually online right now. I'm still working on a lot of the indoor maps. Those are coming, they will happen eventually. Let's see here. We're going down. those maps are a really big part of the reason why I have been adamant about not changing the dungeon structure, because I don't want to have to redo the maps that I've already done. And I don't want the maps to be different between version 1.1 and 1.2. So I'm changing things that I can change without altering the actual placement of things within the dungeon. I'm changing where the doors are, changing what tiles are where, trying really hard not to do that. So far I haven't done that at all, and I don't really plan on it. My goal has been fixing bugs, basically, as well as balancing. Speaking of bugs, there's another bug here with this boss where you used to have to wait until all the floor tiles were done before you could kill the boss. Because if you didn't wait, if you killed Moldorm before all the floor tiles were gone, the crystal wouldn't drop. And that made it a lot harder, and it also made it really buggy. So, that should be fixed. Yep, there we go. That audio is kind of quiet. I'll probably re-level that audio track. I re-leveled all of the audio tracks as part of the MSU1 update that I did. A couple of them aren't quite right. That's one of them, the Crystal Fanfare. Those guys, I think you can hit them with the charged spin attack. Right now. Oh, no, you can do it with the confirm active. I know there's a piece of part over here, so I'm gonna grab that. And then call that a segment, even though it's really short because I don't actually know how to streaming properly. I might do another segment tonight if it's all working.